think of it as a progression. Now, LLMs are the foundational models, and we've all used it, right? Knowingly or unknowingly. We might have used ChatGPT or Perplexity and so on. And in fact, even when we do a Google search now, we get those AI summaries at the top. So those are the applications that are built on top of these large language models. They can respond to queries. So if I ask a question about, I have a pain in my knee, what could it be? It'll give me the answer. But it isn't passive, meaning that I have to first ask a question for it to give a response to me. So if we think of this as an example of, I want to set up a meeting with my team to discuss the Q2 sales targets. Now, if I give this prompt to an LLM, it'll give me that answer. Now, if I also say that, hey, can you actually block time on calendars and do this meeting? It cannot do that because it does not have access to my calendar. It does not know my availability. So this is where the second one comes in, which is the AI workflow. It's the next progression of LLM where me as a human, I'm defining the whole path for the job that I want to get done. So I'm saying that book a meeting with this team and also draft a mail, right? And as long as it's integrated with my calendar, it'll be able to do that. So, and then I go and review the email, whether it sounds right, the message is fine, but it can do the rest of the job as long as the path is defined. Now, if you think of the next step, which is the AI agent, it is more sophisticated. Now, as the person who's providing the input, all I'll do is define the goal. And I don't need to define the entire path that the AI needs to take. The AI agent, given the goal, has reasoning capability, and it'll decide what steps are needed. So it'll figure out that, okay, so I need to draft an email. I need to figure out people's calendars. I need to also maybe review the mail for the style in which Bhavna writes and personalize it accordingly. And then it has access to other tools as well. So if it sends out the mail, blocks calendar, but then maybe it's being proactive and it'll say that, hey, by the way, on the 25th, there's forecast for rain. So for you to get to the meeting, you should probably pre-book a cab. So do you want to do that? So you see that, my job is now restricted and I don't have to do back and forth, define the path or do all of those, specify which tool to use when. With the AI agent is able to do that because it also has the access or the API which will help it to book the cab. So that's a simple example.